Allah Almighty is your best friend. You know it, you have felt it, but it's just that you have never recognized it. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Mariam. I'm 24 years old, and on this channel we'll be talking about different stories. We will be talking about different things that I have experienced in my life, and I think and I hope, I believe that it will help you in your life as well. Allah Almighty is your best friend. So here's the thing. There were certain things in your life when you felt like these things are not going to work out. You felt like you're alone, you felt like you're lost, and you see how that situation changed over the period of time. You had no one by your side, but still you were able to overcome every single obstacle. And it's not just your willpower, it's not just your, your dedication, it's not just your power that you had, but it was a divine power that helped you out and you were out of that situation. So if I talk about me, I had a little, I would say not a little, but I had a lot of traumas when I was a kid back then. And I had no one by my side. Like, I would literally cry on my bedside, and I would literally, have no one by my side. It's not like you don't have your family by your side or something like that. It was just that sometimes Allah Almighty makes you all alone so that He can show you that He exists. So I was a kid, and I used to be crying by my bedside, and I didn't know what to do. I was a kid. Obviously, I had a small brain at that time, and I used to, sit the whole night, cry, and sometimes I still remember when I used to wake up early in the morning. I used to go to school. I had to go to school, obviously. So it happened that I would have swollen eyes because I used to cry. But eventually, things passed by. Things were becoming worse as well. Some things were getting better. It was just that I was dealing with it all alone, and nobody was there with me. And the entire day, I would be like happy and lovey-dovey, and things like that. And yay, we'll enjoy, and things like that. But nobody knew what I was going through. Like, literally nobody knew. And I was told that I am the cause of every problem. Like, literally every problem was caused by me. So a few things, like few incidents like that, happened to me. And definitely when you're a kid, you have small brain, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to come out of it. There are a lot of people throwing stones at you, and you just don't know how to deal with it because you just don't know, you are not experienced. But yes, that's one thing that I learned over the period of time, that I had a divine power with me throughout the journey. Like, nobody was there with me, and I was all alone, and there was somebody who was whispering something into my ear. I would definitely not reveal what that thing was, but yes, it happened. And when I wasn't very religious, to be very honest, like, I would, my mother would ask me to pray namaz, and then I would pray. Otherwise, I would try my best that she forgets about it. Astaghfirullah. But how kids are. So I wasn't very religious. I used to be very, aggressive. I used to be, I had a lot of aggression, a lot of aggression. Like, I'm like, this person has done something, I should better take a revenge on this person. And I used to think it in my head. I I I don't remember doing it as such, but yeah, I would say that I was like that. Like, this person has done this thing to me. I would say, if somebody has said something to me, I would say it to that person again, two folds, and like this. But what happened was that I throughout the journey, I went to college after my school, and then over there as well I faced the same issues, and then I got into another thing, a big thing, right? And now when I sit and I realize that who was there with me, so it was Almighty Allah. you know he was my best friend. He took me out of that, you know that rut. And I was totally lost, and I didn't know what to do. I literally didn't know what to do. And I believe if it wasn't, even you don't have people around you, when you're not surrounded by people, it feels like you're done with your things, you're done with your life, you're done with everything. But he was the one who took me out, and through that very hard period of my life, I discovered that I had a friend, and I'm having a friend, which is Almighty Allah. And that makes me so happy. And even nowadays, when it happens that I get very upset sometimes, and even now, when I sit and when I think, you know, sometimes it's like I feel very upset about this thing, that I'm a kind of person who really likes to, have someone on my side, where I can share all my problems, I can share all my things and everything. And I feel like, okay, for example, this is one of my friend. I think I should share all the things with this person. But you know what happens, that friends becomes distant. And sometimes it happens that she's lost in her own life, and she's going through her own traumas, or something happens that through my crucial time, like whenever I need someone, I'm all alone. So I used to get pissed off at this, like, why is this happening, like why I'm being all on myself when I'm alone. Like, I have very good family, I have very good friends, I have a lot of good people who are surrounding me. But why do I get all alone when I need someone badly on my side? So recently I just discovered that Almighty Allah wants to be with me, and I have to be with him, because it's a connection that has been made when I was a kid, right? And it's not like when you're a kid you can make this connection, but it's just that you are supposed to be with him when it's the hardest time, when you are dealing with something really big. So what happens, everybody's on side and you're left all alone, and you have to do your things on your own, right? So when you're there and you don't have anyone on your side, so instead of getting pissed off, like I used to get pissed off that I don't have anyone on my side now and I'm left all alone, and why does this happen, although these people are really good. So it's just that you have to be with Almighty Allah, and when you have Almighty Allah on your side, who else do you need? Like, who else do you need, right? You have Almighty Allah on your side, so he's your best friend, and you can share everything with him, so you don't need anyone else to be with you at that particular moment. So this is how you get to know that you don't need anyone in your tough times. It's just Almighty Allah that you should be having. It's like, for me, I really share my problems with people so that I can get the solution as soon as possible. It's not that you don't share anything with anyone. Like, for me, if I know one of my friends, she can tell me the best solution of this problem. So what I do is that I share it with her. So if I would be sharing that with her, definitely Allah Almighty will solve your problem through people. Sometimes you're scrolling something and then you find out the answer. Sometimes somebody is saying something and you hear it and you're like, oh, that was the solution to my problem. So it's not like I don't share things with people. Like, I would definitely, for example, if I know that this person is having the solution, I would go to that person, if even if that person is not my friend, this person doesn't know me or whatever it is. But I go and I share, because I need the solution as soon as possible, because life is very short. So life, as I've told you, that life is very short to sit with a problem and worry about it. You should definitely leave everything to Almighty Allah, but it's also the case that you should definitely find the solution to that problem. So I try my best to find the solution, but at the same time, I'm like, if nobody is by my side, I don't care about anyone. And I know sometimes it's just that I see this thing, I've observed this thing in my life, that whenever there's a problem, whenever there's a big issue, it automatically happens that people start like getting away from me. It's just a blessing, it's not a disguise, I would say that. It's a blessing, because when people are getting away, I just start to notice that there's something big I'm doing. For example, if I'm about to give a big exam, and which will define my career and things like that. So I would be all alone, right? And people would start pulling away and pulling away, and I would observe that. But previously I used to be like, why are they pulling away? I need them the most, and I want them to be with me and check up on me every single day, and do this and do that. But now I'm I'm mature enough to understand that, oh, Almighty Allah wanted to pull them away, so that now, because now Almighty Allah knows that I need a big thing, I need this big career thing, I need to work very hard on my exam. So He's taking all the people away so that I can have that spiritual connection, because when you need something, your spiritual connection is really high. So He wants me to get back to that spiritual energy, and He wants me to, be His friend as I was before. So now I just don't get upset over anything, right? So this is why you're all alone when you're facing hardships. And suddenly when you're over, like for example, I gave an exam and I was all alone, and right after I gave that exam, everybody just popped up into my life, and I was like, where were these people when I needed them the most? But it was just like, I talked to one of my friends and she was like, you were busy, so we didn't want to, disturb you with anything like that. So she just said this, and I was shocked, like, why would I get disturbed? Like, if you're going to ask me every single day, am I doing okay, am I studying well, how's my preparation and things like that, I won't get disturbed. But she said that, which was really shocking for me. Like, it wasn't even a reason, that she was like, we didn't want, we wanted you to study. And how friends are, it's not like, they're very, formal or something, but she was being very formal, like, we didn't want to disturb you, so we thought that you're studying, so we should not disturb you. And it wasn't even a reason. So this is how things happen. So now I really get happy. So whatever happens, I'm happy that, okay, now Allah Almighty wants that connection back, and we should get together like friends, and we should get out of this situation, or get through this situation with flying colors, and we together can make it. So this is the reason why you're all alone when you have hardships, and because Allah Almighty wants that this connection, it flourishes, it booms. So this is the whole story, the whole scenario. I hope you would like to hear more stories like these, and I really love to share this story with you. Thank you very much for listening to the end of the video. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great day or night. And yes, thank you very much. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.